Have you ever opened a dating app, stared at the endless scroll of strangers, and felt that particular sinking feeling, total overwhelm? It's a kind of exhaustion that makes you wonder whether this is really how love finds you at this time of your life. You're not alone. And what's more, you're not doing it wrong. The apps themselves are actually designed to keep you swiping, scrolling. They're built on the same behavioural psychology as slot machines. The occasional hit of a promising match keeps you returning. A notification arrives and your nervous system responds before you've consciously decided to look. You check in at 11 o'clock at night when you promised yourself you wouldn't. And that's not weakness. This is in the design. These platforms have employed some of the most sophisticated behavioral scientists in the world to ensure exactly this outcome. So the question is not whether to use the app. For many women, they are genuinely useful as a way to meet people they would simply never encounter in everyday life. The question is how to use them with the intelligence, the discernment, and the clarity that you bring to every other area of your life. Here is the reframe I give every client who comes to me exhausted by the apps. The apps are not a place to be. They're not a place to hang out. They're a tool to use. Think of it like your car. You drive to work, to the shops, to meet a friend for dinner. You use it for a very specific purpose. You use it briefly and deliberately, and then you lock it and go and live your actual life. You don't live in your car. The moment the apps begin to colonize your time, your emotional bandwidth, your nervous system, your self-worth, they've stopped working for you and have started working against you. So here is how to use the tool wisely. Firstly, be decisive. Block freely and without guilt. Absolutely. I know the kind-hearted part of you wants to give people chances, wants to wonder if you were too harsh, wants to keep the conversation going out of politeness. Just don't do it. Don't waste your time. The man who doesn't capture your attention on a first look will generally not improve with further exposure. If you keep him in your feed, the algorithm will keep showing him to you and others like him to you. Block him. Leave room for the people who are a much better fit. It's not harshness, it's just self-respect, and it's how the tool works properly. Second, be clear about what platform is right for you. Hinge rewards the woman who can articulate who she actually is. Its prompt-based format lets you really express your personality, lets you breathe rather than reduce you to a headshot and a list. Match brings breadth and credibility, serious intent. People there have paid to be there, and that's a natural filter. eHarmony does the compatibility heavy lifting for you, which suits the woman who's already done enough self-reflection to know precisely what she is and isn't looking for. And Bumble gives you back the power of the first move. It's for women who are done with passivity, who know their worth, who are rapidly and ready to step out of the old paradigm of waiting to be chosen. Choose your platform deliberately. Don't be on all of them at once. That way lies the exhausting swamp. Pick the one that suits how you want to show up. Thirdly, bring your discernment to the profile stage before you even make contact. Does he use his real name or a silly nickname? Are his photographs clear and honest, not blurry, not several years old, not positioned to hide something? Has he bothered to complete his profile? Do you get a genuine sense of who he is? Or is it all carefully managed just to keep things surface level and looking good? These details matter. The care a person brings to this first impression is information about the care they bring to everything. Fourth, watch the quality of early communication. Does he engage with you, with your actual profile, your photographs, your interests, or does he send the same bland opener to everyone? Does he ask real questions and stay curious as the conversation develops? Or does he steer quickly towards the physical, the suggestive, the transactional? A man who's genuinely interested in you will be interested in your mind, your interests, your life, your way of seeing the world. And that's before he has established anything else. That's the man that's worth your time. And fifth, perhaps the most important thing I'll say today, if there is no clear move towards an actual in-person meeting within the first couple of weeks, then just let that person go. I know it can feel ruthless. It's not. It's just honest. The apps create a particular illusion of intimacy. You can message someone every day for a month, share your thoughts, feel warmly towards them, and have almost no idea who they actually are in person. Regular messaging is not a relationship. It's going through the motions of a relationship that hasn't remotely started to happen. The man worth your time is the one who fairly quickly wants to actually meet you, who suggests a date, who follows through, who shows you through his behaviour that he's serious about what he's looking for. Anything else is just the theatre of virtual connection, and you deserve the real thing. Set your windows of check-in time for the apps. Check in deliberately, twice a day, at times you choose. The rest of the time, turn off the notifications and go live your life. If you would like a practical framework for all of this, the profile, the discernment, the first date and beyond, my free Dating with Clarity guide walks you through it step by step, and it's in the link below. And join me in my newsletter. This is where the work continues each week. I'll look forward to seeing you there.